My name is Swoope. I am Secretary of Commerce for the state of Florida and also serve as President and CEO of Enterprise Florida. But we're glad to have you guys here bright and early this Tuesday morning here in Boston as we start another day of bio. First of all, let me say that, as many of you know, Governor Scott was able to be with us at this event last year and talked about the changes that were going on in Florida as far as a business climate. And I'm happy to report in the last year we continue to work on the business climate in the state of Florida, removing regulation, making it easy to do business, looking at the cost structure, making sure that it is a place that you can make a profit. For those of you in the not-for-profit business, making sure that you can have people there and come be a part of our state and they don't pay personal income tax, but to have a great place for doing business. And our goal is to make it the #1 job-generating state in the country. Manufacturing and the names that are there, you're going to hear from our panel this morning, but we have names like Watson, Activus, Medtronic, Sanofi, Novin, Teva, Scripps, Max Planck, Sanford Burnham, the Mann Research Institute. We have so many there names that you recognize, and it's a growing cluster of businesses. But you have a brochure on your table. You pick it up, look at it, learn some of the aspects of the state of Florida. I'm not going to sit up here and let you hear from somebody that's selling the state, but I want you to hear from the people that are actually doing business here in the state. So I'd like to hear from each of you just your perspective on why Florida and how has the state partnered with you. So Donald, we'll start with you and just work our way down.
Sure. Coming to Florida for us, which we were a small biotech company up until about 2 years ago now. Now we're part of Sanofi Pasteur. So we started out as a very small organization. Coming to Florida offered a lot of advantages. It was a very attractive environment. As you talked about earlier, the tax environment was great. There's a low cost of doing business. And for us as a small company where we were courting customers all the time, the actual idea of a tourist appeal there in Florida was quite good for us. We could get customers to come in. They were always willing to come down and see us all the time.
And came down, and we're very glad we did. It gives us access to an East Coast talent pool. The nature of the facilities in Scripps, Florida are very different than those in La Jolla. La Jolla is much more of a basic research-oriented place. In Florida, we have a much more applied science focus. We have a drug discovery group down there built largely with industry veterans. So it's a little biotech company running down in Florida in a way. And so those two things really are what were the attraction to Florida. The chance to do something special, have an applied science group with, again, a strong industry-like infrastructure and industry-like staffing, and then, just buying into really...
So you're invited to this community, and with that energy level, you get a lot of support. The new organization that I work with now provides that basic support. So if you want to come into Florida and start a company up, you can get business plans written, you can have mentoring take place. There's a new state fund to help get you through that valley of death. There's all kinds of programs to start this community up. And so it's that energy level that if I was going to start a new company, which one day I will, it'll be right here in Florida.
Novin Pharmaceuticals really is a homegrown Florida company. We were founded in 1987 and we're today celebrating our 25th anniversary. Novin traces its roots back to a company called Key Pharmaceuticals, which was acquired by Shearing Plow at that time. And out of that acquisition, 3 companies came to being in the South Florida area. One was IVAX, the other was COS, and Novin was the third. All 3 have been, to a certain extent, victims of their own success and since acquired. Novin was acquired by a Japanese company, Hisamitsu, in 2009, who decided to invest nearly $500 million in the company and make Novin and indirectly Florida the home base and their standalone growth engine in the United States for the company. So right now we have 700 employees U.S.-wide, and 400 of those are in Florida. And that includes all the R&D function, the manufacturing function, quality, and support functions.
We just went into our new 100,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Port St. Lucie. We have now 89 employees, and we should be going up to around 200 by 2018. All of our technology is built around the immune system. And our first team is targeting infectious disease. We have some leading scientists in the area of HIV. But our new divisions that we're looking for populating into the new building are in oncology and inflammatory disease. Talking about the area itself, I think speaking to the receptivity in the community itself, you're absolutely right. It is a very receptive environment in the state of Florida, and particularly the communities that we've come part of. It's not just an isolated situation. It's a very all-encompassing environment that we have available to us. And of course, the cost of living is very attractive, and I think that allows you to use more of your funds for developing your science, and essentially that's what we're trying to do.
Specifically about some of the experiences that you've had with some of our research universities, and Jamie, I'm going to start with you on this question because you get to see all of it from your perspective from a broader picture. Then I'm going to ask each one if they would like to share an individual experience, because some of the folks here are on campuses with research. But if you'll kick us off and talk about our universities.
Well, I'll start off with the last company I was with first, if you don't mind. Axogen, we would hire 10 interns a year, most of these coming from universities around the state. And that labor helped us get the job done. It's a neat way to get from A to B without spending the significant dollars. So you got a great intern system throughout the whole state, not just on the science side, but we also leverage them on the legal side, the business side. So it's a good relationship for a company to have. Also, most of our research that we've done on our product has been done at universities, not just the one that invented it, but other universities as well. So again, the product development system throughout the state is phenomenal. From a Florida Institute point of view, what's going on around the state has just impressed me. I wasn't expecting to see what I thought I would see, and the volume and the quality of the people and the quality of the technology is phenomenal. And I expect great things out of the state of Florida with the marriage of the program that the state's invested into with the academic component, and bringing these together. I expect great things in the future. So I'm really excited about what's going on around the state from that point of view.